you read chapter 7 of the story? If you're like me, I thought maybe I was reading or watching a movie like Braveheart, or even one of those video games that my son plays with all that violence in it. Hold on, because there sure is a lot of killing and it's not done yet. Why? I've had so many people ask me, why all this killing? Why is God allowing this? Or why does God even tell them to do this? Let us remember the reason that God has taken them into this particular land and designated it as the promised land. Do you remember why? God said, not because of your righteousness, but because of the wickedness of the people who live in the land. We had Noah, who was saved because of the wickedness on the earth, and God wiped away all that wickedness. And then when the earth was being populated, they built a tower, the Tower of Babel, so they could be like God. So God changed their language and they spread out through all the earth. God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because of the wickedness. He even killed all the Egyptians who followed the Israelites out into the desert because of their cruelty, their wickedness in the form of slavery. And now, God is using God's people to test them in their obedience and their love of righteousness, and asking them to wipe away this wickedness that is in the land. Well, that's God's plan anyway. In future weeks, we're going to see how well it's going to work. I don't like all the killing, but that was God's plan then for the obedience of his people. So I'm asking you right now, how are you, or how are we, spreading God's righteousness in the land in which we live now? How do you live your life so that wickedness will be erased? Many times we put up with the wickedness around us. Are you ready for wickedness to take over? Or are you ready to stand up for righteousness in our world today?